crowd cheering. This is the record standing on this level of John as people talk. To Noel Gallagher in just a second from Oasis, live from the Much environment. Who feels love? Oasis on Much. right, more of our conversation with Noel Gallagher and Oasis in just a second. Also, the premiere of the brand new video. That's all coming up.
Get this.
Well, the applause continues live here in the Much environment with Noel Gallagher from Oasis. Welcome back, sir. It's very nice to have you here.
It's a pleasure.
So you've been on the road for a bit, playing with Travis?
Yeah, about 3 weeks now. 2 or 3 weeks.
It's kind of nice being able to go on stage after a band that actually reaches you.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's well known I'm one of their biggest admirers. But it's good for them as well, because Oasis fans have got impeccable taste in music, and as of the band. So
was that sarcasm?
No, it's not sarcasm at all. No. And you know, it's great. It gives us something to do between the sound check and the gig, you know. I mean, instead of just hanging around the dressing room, you can go and watch one of my favourite groups every night, so it's cool. Sure.
Now, you've got a different band on the road with you, and with the exception of Mark, who I think live sound gig engineer who's played on this record, it's almost a completely new team for you, isn't it?
What, in the band?
Yeah, well, certainly in the band.
Yeah, we've got a new bass player and a new rhythm guitarist is over there. And it's, I mean, it's, you know, it's great. It's better than it's ever been.
What about it is better?
Well, it's, you know, I think in the past, the prime focus of the band, I know that the focus of the band is generally me and Liam anyway, but on stage it felt to me like that, you know, if Liam had a bad night or I had a bad night, then there wasn't that much else to fall back on, really. Whereas now, you know, we've got a really, you know, we've got a brilliant rhythm section, i.e. the rhythm guitarist, the bass player and the drummer. So it's not really as important for me and Liam to be technically perfect every night.
Do you feel better about this outfit, being able to go in the studio and write a record with these guys?
Studio's a different thing again, you know, you know, ideally, yeah, but, you know, just because you can play live, it doesn't mean to say you can make records. That is a different ballgame altogether. You know, the true test of the new people who join the band will come when somebody presses play and record. It's easy to do it at a sound check and it's easy to do it at a gig. It's different because there's, like, you know, a few thousand people there, but when you're putting something to tape that's going to be there for the rest of your life, you've got to get it right, you know?
You said for a couple of weeks after the lineup changes, you might have been a bit nervous, just wondering what was going to happen. Do you feel that way with the band now, thinking, all right, we got another, because you said that this is an all right record, but you're already on to the next one in your mind?
Yeah, well, I go one record at a time. I know that I'm going to make one more album with Oasis, that much I know. After that, don't ask me what's going to happen. I don't know. We've only ever, you know, from the day that we put Definitely Maybe out, we only ever thought we were going to make, you know, one record and then go bankrupt. But, you know, we'll make another record and then we'll go and tour that record, and after that we'll sit down again and then, you know, if it's right, we'll do it again. If not, you know, who knows? But we're definitely going to make one more record.
Go back to that gig. I think it was Glasgow. You were with Sister Lovers. You hitched a ride and you told the promoter at the place, we're playing, and he said, no, you're not.
Yeah. Well, we weren't actually booked to play, although somebody told us that we were, and, you know, I think there was already 3 bands on. So we became the 4th band, and they gave us 15 minutes, and we'd done 4 songs and got a 6-album deal that night.
But the way you got the 4 songs...
Oh, no, it's been exaggerated that we threatened to beat anybody up or anything. We were just very persuasive.
Very persuasive in your Mancunian way?
Well, you know, I don't remember threatening anybody with violence, let's put it that way.
Do you remember a lot from that night? Because, I mean, Alan was in the crowd, right? Alan McGee?
I remember vividly Alan McGee walking up the steps at the back of the club. He had a pair of white jeans on and a pale blue shirt, which didn't much match his ginger hair, I have to say. But then again, he was never a mod, so, you know, I wouldn't hold that against him. And he said, his exact words were, what are your band called? And I said, Oasis. And he said, have you got a record deal? And I said, no. And he said, do you want one? And I said, who with? And he said, Creation. And I said, yes. And that was it.
We'll get into that in just a second, but lots of people outside want to ask you questions. First, let's go to Dan here. Dan in the very bright shirt, you have a question for Noel?
I do. On the new album, Standing on the Shoulder of Giants, why was New York City chosen for that sleeve?
Well, the original concept of the album cover was a photograph that... Yeah, I've seen it before.
You've seen it a couple times?
Yeah, I've seen it before. Yeah. It was a picture that we've seen in a book, and it was taken in Sao Paulo in Brazil in about 1965, I think. And Sao Paulo's got very, very... You know, it's got a lot of skyscrapers and stuff. The only place in America that has, you know, a place where you can look down upon skyscrapers is New York. So that was chosen to do it there. For no other reason, that it's not got any hidden meaning or anything.
Thank you very much, Dan. Rick is outside. Actually got some questions from the people who've been gathered outside and waiting for you. Rick, how's it going out there?
Mr. Strombolopoulos, thank you very much. Oasis, thanks a lot, guys, for coming. A lot of people are here for you guys. And it's very sunny out here, very nice. Mike was generous enough to give me his glasses for the use. Now, Mike, you got a question for Oasis in there?
Yeah, I was just wondering how you guys maintain order in the band considering the sibling rivalry?
How we maintain order?
Order?
Make us sound like fascists, man.
Makes it sound like there's order.
There must be order. How do we maintain order? Everybody does what they're told.
Who tells them?
Well, I do.
You ever get tired of telling everybody what to do?
No, it's fantastic. Gives me an enormous sense of empowerment.
Well, you hate videos, but somebody's told you got to make a video.
Well, that's different, If I really felt that I didn't want to do it, then I wouldn't do it. But it's all part of the job that I do, Making videos is that, and photo shoots are the least exciting parts of the job that I do. But people have got to see what you look like, because sometimes you can't get to go and play in all the places that you'd like to. So your video's got to go there for you. So yeah, videos are a necessary evil, unfortunately. Plus, it keeps you people in business, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sort of helps. It does. Where did it all go wrong, this video we're going to play? The premiere of it, any story about making this that was great or not so great?
Well, it's one of my favourite videos for the simple reason that it took me a total of about an hour and a half to do my bits. So it was easy and it didn't cost much money.
Did you control the concept of it?
No, our video director, Nick Egan, he gets into all the concepts of the video, and he tends to get in a football or a reference to football somewhere along the line because he's a football fanatic. But, he sends me stuff and I say, yeah, I like it, or no, I don't like it, and that's it, basically. I don't really get involved in the storyboard or anything.
Fair enough. More outside? Rick, what's going on?
Okay, George, thanks. Talking about football, soccer here in North America. Sean here, Man City supporter, Sean?
Yeah, buddy. Woo! Yeah, Man City, woo!
Woo! And Sean has a question for the boys in Oasis. Sean, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wondered why you dropped the acoustic set from the current tour. And I think you maintain order, buddy.
Cheers. I'm not really sure why. I don't think it was a conscious decision. We were just rehearsing the songs, and we never got round to rehearsing any acoustic ones, really. It was just, we've been doing it for so long. I mean, I understand that it was the ultimate highlight of the show, of course. And, we'll probably do it next time it comes back, but, there you go.
Sean?
We'll get another live song
thanks, man.
in just a second from Noel Gallagher. Let's take the video right now, though. Where did it all go wrong? The premiere of brand new Oasis on Much. Environment. Noel Gallagher, where did it all go wrong? Oasis. You sing that song like you really mean it, and you sing that song like you're singing about something that's close to your heart.
Well, yeah, I suppose it's the most autobiographical of every song, of all the songs that I've written. I wouldn't really like to dwell on too much what it's about, because that would take away because it obviously means, I could mean anything to anyone, do you know what I mean? But, I don't think I was very happy when I wrote it, but, there you go.
Are you happier now?
Yeah. I'm having a good day today.
Well, it's early, Noel. It's still early.
That's late, isn't it? It's fine. Well, it's fine. I'm not being worked too hard, so I'm all right.
Let's go to the phones right now. We're going to Montreal. Mike, you there in Montreal?
Hi, how are you?
Good, how you doing, man? Say hi to Noel.
Hi, Noel. I'm a huge fan.
All right, I'll tell you.
I love the new album, and I look forward to seeing you in concert tomorrow night.
Cool.
Well, I have sort of a two-part question.
Okay.
The first part of my question is, how do you feel about the domination of pop music in the industry, like NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys?
Well, I think the question that should be asked is not what people think of the bands, is what do you think of the people who actually buy the music, because they're the problem. It's not, I mean... If the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC weren't in them bands, they'd be in other bands. So I think the problem lies with the kids who are actually buying the music, and then the reasons as to why they buy that kind of music, which is because,
Okay.
That must be a demand for it, so I wouldn't knock the bands too much.
Oh, okay, great. And the second part of my question is, I wanted to know why you guys weren't coming to Montreal this year.
I have not the faintest idea. I just get told to play, and I play.
Oh, okay, no problem.
All right, man.
Thanks a lot, Noel.
Thank you very much, man. Somebody who did buy your records is Danielle, and Danielle's here. She has a question for you.
Hi, I just wanted to say that I love you very much, and I was wondering if you're doing any solo work.
I've been writing a bunch of songs for a while, and instead of, you know, giving all the slow ones to Oasis, I've started putting them to one side now. So I'll probably I'll wait until I've got about 10 or 12, and then I'll make an album. But I don't know when that's going to be. It might take 5 years. It might take 5 months. You know, I'm not in any rush, as I'm sure you're not. But you know, the next thing in the pipeline is a new Oasis album, and after that, you know.
Have you heard the solo of Richard Ashcroft?
I have. Yeah, we were in the studio with him while he was recording it. It's you know, it's very much like urban hymns. So if you like that, you'll love it. But I mean, he's got it. He's good. You know. So I mean, I'm sure you'll be impressed.
There you go. Noel Gallagher right here live in the Much Environment. We'll be right back with another live performance from Noel and Oasis. I got a pretty good feeling you're going to recognize this song right off. A live performance from the environment here at Much, Wonderwall and Oasis.
Today was gonna be the day they were gonna throw it back to you. But by now you should have somehow realized what you got to do. Feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart went out. And I'm sure you heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt. Now, I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the lights that light the way are blinded. There are many things that I would like to say to you, and I don't know how. Maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. Gonna be the day, but they'll never throw it back to you. But by now, you should have somehow realized what you got to do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. 'Cause all the roads we have to walk are winding, and all the lights that light the way are blind. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. I said I don't know how. Maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my Wonderwall. Maybe you're gonna
We talked about this briefly. Do you ever wish you recorded that song as the vocalist?
Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. I mean, Liam done a really good job on it, which is the most important thing. But I think it was either singing that or Don't Look Back in Anger. You know, I really do love Don't Look Back in Anger, so I know.
Worked out nicely. Introduce the man here.
Yeah, who are you?
Gem.
This is our new rhythm guitarist, Gem Archer.
What's it like being in Oasis? I mean, that's a question you must get asked every day.
Best job going, man.
So far, so good?
Absolutely. Keeps getting better.
Do you have your own ideas you want to bring to the studio?
He's too shy to say yes, but I'm sure he does.
Oh, yeah, of course. There's a really good chord up here.
Nicely done. So now you came from Heavy Stereo, right? And you're getting to this singer. What's the #1 difference aside from the fact that you've got to work with other guys and that they have an established franchise?
The #1 difference?
Yeah, and the money, I guess.
Everybody in Heavy Stereo had thicker accents.
So it's thicker than him?
As in...
Yeah, really.
Oh yes. This is my posh TV voice.
Oh, very nice. How very sexy of you. On the road in town, Travis tomorrow night and Oasis playing at Maple Leaf Gardens.
Yes.
And what we should do is bring you over to the window to say hello to everybody who's been outside. We're now heading over to the window here. Noel Gallagher.
Would everybody please be kind? Say hello to Noel Gallagher. Where's Gem? Come on out, Gem. You can keep on screaming. Does it ever get weird for you being around, you know, this kind of crowd?
Well, this is weird. I feel like the Pope.
Absolutely.
Or some, like, weird Russian leader or something.
Perhaps we should get you a neat little papal car, nice Pope-mobile, and you'll be fine.
Yeah. But, yeah, sometimes it gets a bit... I mean, I get embarrassed as I get older, you know what I mean? But, if it's good for them, it's good for me, you know.
Do you ever think that a band like Oasis, will ever want to get back to, you know, playing clubs, as opposed to being the band that did what you did at Nebworth?
Well, whichever comes along. I mean, we've just done a lot of clubs in Europe actually. Just you know, just before we came to America. I mean, I'll play anywhere. I really don't care because at the end of the day, it's with them big gigs. You can only see so many of the people anyway, and then it goes dark. So. You know, the attitude's always been the same within the band. You know, a gig is a gig. It doesn't matter where you play or who you play to. It doesn't matter if you play in England or Australia or America or anywhere. You know, you should just do the best that you can. But big gigs or small gigs are fine by me. I'm not bothered.
Now, you once said you were the biggest band in the world. Then you said you were the 3rd biggest band in the world. When you wrap it all up and you end Oasis, where do you want to sit?
Well, I don't know. Well... It'll only become apparent 20 years after we split up if the music is still turning people on like the Beatles is today and the Stones and people like that and the Who. If we can get that level of response, say like in the year 2030, then I'll feel that we've achieved something. But until then, everything's up for grabs.
With a band like the Stone Roses, we all knew it was over before they knew it was over. Do you think you'll end before people tell you, dude, it's way over?
I don't think that anybody in the band knows it's over before it's over. I think the people in the band are always the last people to realise. You know, it's just that people in bands never want to be told that it's over, but